Hey, beautiful people, and welcome back to another soulful session of Mondays with Mondane. And this is where we dive deep into the rhythm of life, love, and liberty. And of course, I'm your host, Edie Mondane, and I'm ready to groove through the beats of the week with you, my beloved. Today, we're delving into the profound act of self-immolation. This is a form of protest, and this week it's inspired by the legacy of Aaron Bushnell and the urgent call for justice in the occupied Palestinian territories. So this is what I want you to do. Put on your serious face and hats, and let's listen and think. Well, what is self-immolation or suicide by fire? That's what it is. It's a drastic form of protest where individuals set themselves on fire to draw attention to a cause or express deep anguish and despair. While it's a rare and extreme act, it has historical roots and has been used as a form of political protest for a long time, centuries. Well, listen, one of the earliest instances of self-immolation in modern history occurred in 1963, when Thich Quang Duc, a Vietnamese Buddhist monk, set himself on fire in protest against the persecution of Buddhists by the South Vietnamese government. His act sparked international outrage and brought attention to the plight of the Vietnamese people. Since then, self-immolation has been used by individuals around the world to protest various forms of injustice, including war, oppression, and human rights violations. In the United States, there has been several notable causes and cases, including those of Alice Hers and Norman Morrison, who set themselves on fire in protest against the Vietnam War in the 1960s. Now let's turn our attention to the story of Aaron Bushnell, a young Air Force engineer who made the ultimate sacrifice to protest the ongoing violence in the occupied Palestinian territories. Aaron's act of self-immolation outside the Israeli embassy in Washington, D.C. was a powerful statement against the genocide he witnessed in Gaza. It was his courage and conviction that resonated with people around the world, shining a spotlight on the injustices faced by the Palestinian people. But Aaron's sacrifice was not an isolated incident. It was a part of a long history of individuals who have risked everything to stand up for what they believe and demand justice for those who are oppressed. Tonight, as we reflect on Aaron's legacy and the history of self-immolation as a form of protest, let us also consider the urgent need for action to end the violence and the injustice in the occupied Palestinian territories. Now, let's distill the essence of Aaron Bushnell's sacrifice and the urgent call for justice into 6 points. The first point is courage. Aaron's act of defiance reminds us of the courage that it takes to stand up against injustice everywhere. He had to have conviction, our second point. His unwavering belief in the need for change inspires us to advocate for justice. We've got to be aware. Aaron's sacrifice brings awareness to the plight of Palestinians and the need for international action. And of course, there's action. His call to action urges us to pressure Israel and international communities to address root causes and to end the cycles of violence that we're seeing played out. There's got to be unity. Aaron's legacy unites us in solidarity with the Palestinian people and their struggle for justice. Responsibility comes with that. His final message reminds us of our responsibility to speak out against the injustice and work towards a just and peaceful resolution. Now, in my closing, I want us to honor Aaron's memory. And I want us to do so by continuing the fight for justice and equality, both at home and abroad. Together, we can make a difference and ensure the flame of Aaron's legacy burns bright in the pursuit of justice for all. So there you have it, folks. And the beat goes on, but it's up to us to keep the rhythm of democracy alive and kicking. Let's do this together. Until next time, stay groovy, stay woke, and keep spreading that love. Thank you for joining me on this important journey. And until next time, remember to stand tall, speak truth, and never waver in the pursuit of justice. This is Edie Mondene, and I'm signing off. Oh, but wait a minute. We need to give some special shout-outs to our sponsors. Post Shines, not just another restaurant, but an institution. And they're located at 8139 North Denver, right here in the historical Kenton district, and you can expect the best soul food this side of Willamette. Then there's Aunties and Tonties Daycare Services. And, of course, Adorn Electric. They really turn up our lives with light. I'm grateful for your support of this podcast. You can visit me here at Celebration Tabernacle on Sunday mornings at 11 o'clock in Portland, Oregon, right here at 8131 North Denver. Now, a special thank you to our technical staff, Dion, Robin, Andy, and Paul. Not one of them is bigger than the other, and guess what? They all stand tall. These are the guys who make this podcast possible. This is important. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends and followers. Turn on your notifications. Turn on your notifications so you never miss a thing from Mondays with Mondene. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and on YouTube. And until next time, people, peace out. Hey, gang, I've got exciting news. I've just finished my memoirs, and writing them was, wow, a roller coaster, but I'm glad that I did it for me and for you, and it's a way to get to know Edie Mondene just a little bit better. What you thought you knew, you didn't know. It's called From Maladies to Melodies, growing up in the South St. Louis projects, and what God has done in my life even to this day. I'm excited to share it with you. Please look for it coming real soon.
Hey, it's time for you to come to Post Shine. Check out that catfish sandwich. Oh my goodness, is that the shrimp po' boy? Man, look at that chocolate chip cake. Man, I need to get over to Post Shines at 8139 North Denver right now because this food looks delicious. Or call if you'd like, 503-978-9000. And don't miss it, you'll be sorry.
In times gone past, we find ourselves making excuses so that people reminded, ooh, I've got to get home and tend to the brand new missus. I need some time alone. Can't this wait until I finish texting on my phone?